At 81, Shelley Fabares finally speaks openly about Annette Funicello and the truth behind their shared Hollywood journey. Shelley Fabares was born Michelle and Marie Fabares on January 19, 1944, in Santa Monica, California. She entered the world of entertainment early, but her life was not built on privilege alone. After her parents divorced, she was raised mainly by her mother, who worked hard to provide stability. Shelley also had an important connection to show business through her aunt, Annette Funicello, a respected actress on Broadway, in films, and on television. This connection gave Shelley early exposure to professional acting, but it did not guarantee success. It only opened a door. From the start, Shelley learned that real progress in Hollywood required discipline, patience, and emotional strength. As a young child, Shelley began modeling and appearing in television commercials. These early jobs taught her how to work under pressure, take direction, and stay professional at a young age. While other children were focused on school and play, Shelley was learning how to perform in front of cameras and crews. She developed a calm presence, expressive eyes, and a natural emotional awareness that made people trust her. These qualities made her especially suited for television, which was quickly becoming America's favorite form of entertainment during the late 1950s. Shelley was not flashy or dramatic. Instead, she felt real, and that authenticity helped her stand out in a growing industry filled with young performers. Her life changed forever in 1958 when she was cast as Mary Stone on The Donna Reed Show. She played the daughter of Donna Reed's character, and for 6 seasons, viewers watched her grow up on screen. Shelley slowly transformed from a cheerful teenager into a thoughtful young woman dealing with emotional challenges, responsibility, and change. What made her special was how believable she was. Her acting felt natural and sincere, allowing families across America to see their own children reflected in her story. She was not just America's daughter. She became a symbol of post-war youth, growing alongside a country that was itself changing. While still starring on The Donna Reed Show, Shelley surprised many people by launching a successful music career. In 1962, she recorded the song Johnny Angel, a gentle ballad about teenage longing. The song struck a chord with young listeners and quickly rose to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Shelley became a teen idol almost overnight. Unlike many TV stars whose songs felt like marketing tricks, her music felt honest. Her voice was soft, emotional, and sincere rather than powerful or dramatic. She followed up with other popular songs such as Johnny Loves Me and Johnny Get Angry, showing growing confidence and range as a singer. Although her music career was brief, it remains an important part of early 1960s pop culture. As the 1960s moved forward, Shelley faced a difficult challenge common to many former child stars: how to grow up without losing her audience. She handled this transition carefully, choosing her roles wisely instead of rushing to change her image. A major turning point came through her work with Elvis Presley. Shelley appeared alongside him in 3 films: Girl Happy, 1965, Spin Out, 1966, and Clambake, 1967. Many actresses worked with Elvis, but Shelley stood out. She brought warmth, humor, and genuine acting ability to roles that could have easily felt shallow. Her grounded presence helped balance the films and proved she could hold her own next to one of the biggest stars in the world. Later in her career, Shelley earned serious critical respect by returning to television in dramatic roles. One of the most important was her recurring role as Christine Armstrong Fox, the wife of Detective Dan August, played by Burt Reynolds. This performance marked a clear break from her innocent image. She played the role with depth and maturity, earning 2 Emmy Award nominations. The recognition confirmed that she was not just a former child star but a skilled dramatic actress. Years later, in 1989, she stepped into another defining role as Christine Fox on the ABC sitcom Coach. Shelley immediately recognized the value of the role and appreciated how well the character was written. Christine Fox was intelligent, confident, and professionally successful. She was not simply a supporting character or a romantic accessory. Shelley portrayed her as an equal partner, bringing humor, warmth, and quiet authority to the show. At first, Coach struggled to find its audience. Everything changed when ABC moved it to air after the hugely popular Roseanne. The show quickly gained viewers and became one of the network's most reliable hits. Shelley's chemistry with Craig T. Nelson became one of the show's strongest elements. Coach ran for 8 seasons until 1997, and Shelley earned 2 Primetime Emmy nominations for her performance, cementing her reputation as a television mainstay. Even while committed to Coach, Shelley continued taking on television movies and special projects. She appeared in films such as Love or Money, Deadly Relations, The Great Mom Swap, and A Nightmare Come True. These roles often explored darker and more serious themes, showing her versatility and willingness to keep challenging herself. After Coach ended, Shelley transitioned into voice acting, taking on the role of Martha Kent in Superman, the animated series. Her warm, reassuring voice added emotional depth to the character. She later returned to the role in Justice League and Superman, Brainiac Attacks, earning admiration from longtime fans and a new generation of viewers. Behind the scenes, Shelley also became a respected leader in the industry. From 2004 to 2011, she served as a producer for the Screen Actors Guild Awards. This role reflected the deep respect she earned from her peers. It also allowed her to help honor other performers and shape one of Hollywood's most important celebrations of acting. Over time, Shelley gradually stepped away from acting, choosing to focus on health and family. Her career stood as an example of long-term success built on professionalism, emotional intelligence, and quiet strength rather than scandal. In her personal life, Shelley married record producer Lou Adler in 1964, at the height of her fame. Although the marriage began with promise, the pressures of public life and demanding careers led to their separation in 1966. Their divorce was finalized years later, reflecting the complexity of a relationship shaped by fame and growth. True and lasting love arrived in 1984 when Shelley married actor Mike Farrell, known for his work on MASH** and his humanitarian efforts. Their marriage became one of Hollywood's quiet success stories, built on mutual respect, shared values, and deep affection. Shelley's strength was tested in a profound way in October 2000 when she was diagnosed with autoimmune hepatitis, a rare and serious illness. She underwent a life-saving liver transplant. The experience was physically and emotionally exhausting, but she faced it with courage and grace. Supported by Mike Farrell and her loved ones, Shelley recovered and gained a new appreciation for life. Her survival added a deeply human chapter to her story, transforming her into an inspiration admired not only for her talent but for her resilience. Now, at 81, Shelley Fabares finally speaks with honesty and clarity about Annette Funicello. She explains that many people believed they knew Annette simply because of her public image. But behind the smile was a woman of great courage. Both Shelley and Annette grew up in Hollywood at a time when young actresses were expected to remain cheerful, obedient, and perfect. Annette, known as America's sweetheart from the Mickey Mouse Club, carried enormous pressure to stay frozen in time. Shelley understood this deeply. As Annette's health declined due to multiple sclerosis, Shelley saw firsthand how quietly her friend endured pain and loss. Annette did not want pity. She wanted dignity. When Annette chose to speak publicly about her illness in 1992, Shelley admired her bravery. The two women spoke often during those years, sharing fears and understanding that only someone from the same world could truly grasp. Annette once said she did not want to be remembered for what she lost, but for what she gave. Shelley believes Annette's later years should not be defined by tragedy alone. There was sadness, yes, but there was also love, faith, resilience, and strength. Annette taught her that real strength does not always shout. Sometimes it simply says, "I'm still here." Now, free from Hollywood's old rules, Shelley speaks not for attention, but for honesty. In telling the truth about Annette Funicello, she honors a friendship built on respect, shared struggle, and quiet courage.